Susan, you used the term a couple times during our conversation, and at one time you used the phrase workplace engineering. And first of all, as a recovering engineer myself, love that phrase. Chris and I talk about workplace design all the time, but it seems to me like
Yeah.
workplace engineering takes design to a whole nother level. It becomes systemic, right? The smiles we give each other, the respect that we give each other. In all of our conversations between you and me and Chris, you've always talked about the respect people are shown within your industry when given the opportunity, when earned. How do you make that part of your engineering? How do you engineer personal respect?
Many, many years ago, I had the privilege and the honor of having a personal communications coach. And we talked about my approach and my quality improvement or culture work. And one of the things that happened was in a rollout of a project that I did, I didn't do a very good job of communicating to anyone about where we're going, what's the roadmap, how long is it going to take, how are we going get the luggage on the plane from California and all the people on the plane and all the food we need and all the coffee and all of those things all the way to New York City, all at the same time with the least amount of failures. So when I explained my rollout process, what I did, the coach asked me, how would you feel if it got rolled out like that? And in my mind, I thought it was a really good idea. It was brilliant. I'm just going to make it happen. But when you forget to take the people with you, by sharing with them, this is what's going to happen. This is forecast of what's to come. What resources do you think we need? It has to be an engaging relationship, ongoing, where they feel safe to, even if it's to talk about what they might think is going to be a stupid idea and people are going to laugh. It's a culture. You guys have done it. You do the work. Those good things have to come first.
They do. And I'm reminded of a conversation we had recently, Susan, about there's always going to be people having bad days, and they may not come to the clarity that their bad days are making others have bad or worse days. And it's the idea of, so how do you minimize that? How do you make sure that that everyone feels respected day to day? And I think that's the absolute root of the work that you're doing and the work that Mark and I do. And it's the challenge of, how do you get people to, kindness may be a bit soft, but if we can talk about respect, then people can maybe make that connection that I can say this in 1,000 different ways. And maybe this or that is a better emphasis, so I don't ruin a relationship, burn a bridge, create an enemy, because the likelihood is there's frustrations that others are having with the same practice or policy or player. So it's interesting because every day you have opportunities to help the people that serve the people get a little break, get a little validation. And it's making a huge difference. You couldn't keep 11,500 people in the business if they weren't feeling validated a lot of the time. So good for you.